So put it where it fits. As you are coming in, say hello so I can say hello back. Clear vision, clear vision, hello. I'm excited to be getting messages for you today. I have been getting several messages for y'all all day with it being the new moon and whatnot. So, again, as you're coming in, say hello so I can say hi back. Jazzy Lee, hello, hello, hello. Oh, happy new moon in Pisces, everyone. Getting ready to start the next astrological year. You've probably been feeling the call of urgency for sure. So we're going to be doing a combination of channeled messages, a combination of card pulls, and we're going to see how it goes. Sean, welcome in. Susie Q. Snow, welcome in. Melissa, hello. You were 30 minutes early and had to come back. Well, welcome back. You're right on time now. Spirit appreciates your promptness, as do I. All right, beautiful souls. What an interesting energy today's new moon is bringing in. A lot of new moons feel generally very restful and feel introspective, but this has been a very different moon. It's been a very different moon. You might not have felt so rested. You might not feel like you're able to really go as deep in your meditations for some of you as you might like. But then at the same time, for others of you, or you in different moments, you find that insight comes very clearly and very quickly. So there's like a sharpened duality here in how you're able to process information. That's been a really interesting dichotomy coming through for you in this new moon energy. I'm going to go ahead and ask that the new moon in Pisces today step forward to bless us for this reading, and my channels are open to connecting with the new moon in Pisces to bring through messages for the collectives today, what you need to know most in this moment. Star Wars, welcome in. Spirit of Earth, hello, welcome, welcome. Happy new moon. Happy new moon. So, what do you need to know right now? You're going through a shift in consciousness. I mean, obviously. Obviously. You guys know that. But this is different in the fact that you're aware of how much is shifting for you. You might not have always been able to see how certain changes or certain transformational shifts in your life would actually change things for you. But it feels like your ability to perceive beyond the immediate moment has been sharpened. So maybe for some of you, your ability to it's not, I'm hearing for some of you, it's your second sight that is being activated. Maybe that's the way you refer to it as. But I'm also seeing your foresight, your ability to receive premonitions about the future and about your future, about where things are leading you. That path has become a lot clearer for a lot of you. And so in that also, you might be getting a lot of headaches or a lot of third eye pressure in this energy. That's normal. The new moon in Pisces is very activating, and your dream space could be demonstrating those activations as well. So the first card out for you is the Observer. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Okay, Spirit, I hear you. I hear you. Just give me a sec. The Observer. You might be going through glitches. You might be noticing that things around you are changing and yet are supposed to be something different. How do you say, Spirit? When your matrix starts to glitch, collective, you think that you remember something clearly and then what you observe actually has shifted. So You might be seeing the angel number 2222 at this time. This speaks of karmic shifting, okay? And sometimes that is reflected through the way your matrix is shifting to realign itself with that's so funny. Okay, I hear you. To realign itself with your renewed intentions or your new karmic decisions, okay? So 2222 I speak about a little bit on this channel. It's a very specific number that speaks to how your karma is changing, that some of your free will decisions are actually changing the course of your life right now, okay? And this is positive. This is positive. And it was really funny because when I first read this card when it came out, I thought it said the Weaver. Yeah, 777 is also very strong in the collective, and we'll get there. The Observer is what this says, but I thought it said the Weaver. And I think that's a really interesting dichotomy as well because of the way those words carry different meaning and how they both fit this message precisely. So, where for some of you, you have been efforting really, really really intensely to make things happen in your life. You've been really straining and stressing over some of these intentions that you've had that you wish to see to come to fruition. You're actually stepping into an energy now of detachment where you're calling back that attachment, stepping into an observer energy, knowing that calling your power out of the worrying, calling your power out of the overthinking is creating the necessary space in your physical reality to shift what you see and therefore shift what you experience. So it's a very interesting energy, this interplay between this idea of being the weaver and the idea of being the observer. Both are necessary at different times, but it's important to know and follow your instinct as to when to let go and when to put in action and put in intention. So, fortunately, also, we're at the tail end of Mercury retrograde, okay? Ends on the 20th, 2 more days to go as of when I'm recording this live stream right now. But of course, whenever you're seeing this, you either take that with a grain of salt. Maybe you're seeing this in Mercury retrograde in the future. I don't know. You gotta let me know in the comments. But there's a real shift taking place in your sense of security. You could be seeing 444 a lot. Some of you have been working really hard to shift your perspective around delay. That sometimes spirit will redirect you away from something and you might have seen it in the past as punishing, but now you're trusting that you're actually guided intentionally when you're moved away from something. And you're starting to see that more as your protection and more as a redirection of where you're supposed to be. Forever loved, welcome in. And that's a very powerful shift. Again, an example of letting go of control. That's a really big thing right now. Ooh, in the collective energy, letting go of control. I'm seeing someone's going to have a breakthrough here, or you just did. A real sense of communion with the divine here. Like, I don't know if you've been feeling you're going to be going through another awakening soon, but there was something here that took place for you, and it's almost like it brought you to your knees. The awareness, welcome in, the awareness of God's power in your life. Now, of course, if you're here on my channel, you've heard me say God, you've heard me say Goddess, you've heard me say Source, Universe, God, Goddess. the origin of all that is. Take your pick. It might be off the list, it might be one of your own. And so there's this beautiful awareness of this power that is getting ready to move in your life. And now some of you might have been aware of the power of spirit in your life, the power of divine strength in your life. And I do want to be clear that this is as a divine force of energy outside of you. Right now for this message, that's what we're talking about. And in the past, this might have made you feel really small. This might have made you feel small, the awareness of God's strength, the awareness of divine force. Nay, that is humbling. I'm happy you're here. So what is changing is that through the strength of the divine, you are recognizing that you are an extension of that strength. To be able to bear witness, to be able to be in tune with such a powerful energy, to surrender yourself as an instrument to divine strength. And I'm hearing that there's a message here also of how some people are going to hear that and say, well, what about oneness? What about unity? What about the fact that we're all source? What about the fact that we are all connected, interconnected, infinitely? And this is really interesting too, because I was talking to my guides about this today. I was like, sometimes my guides are so sassy, and other times they're not. This was a more philosophical moment. And so I was like, can you tell me something about da 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 da? And they were like, well, how about we talk about the fact that this isn't real? I was like, okay, so if you want to go that far, you can see the fact that as a fragment, a fractal of your higher self or your oversoul, you have left a slumber to have a different kind of dream where you have experiences and you learn what it means to feel, what it means to grieve, what it means to experience the full spectrum of emotions. And at a certain point in people's awakening, I'm sure you guys have all gone through stages like this as well, that you've felt like that detachment over everything else, that awareness of how fleeting everything is, was part of your ultimate realization and part of your ultimate fulfillment. And that you needed that kind of detachment in order to cope and learn at a certain stage of your soul's evolution. And so if you want to continue to go deeper in that route, there are plenty of philosophies, plenty of schools of thought that support that kind of thinking. That's not really where I'm coming from. And I'll explain why. Having had similar ideas at a certain point, you think about this world, you think about the universe as a simulation. That some things are decided, some things are not decided. Again, that whole is any of this even real brings a whole question of whether free will is real, and it absolutely is. It absolutely is, because otherwise life reviews wouldn't happen. You know, we wouldn't get to the other side and have to look at what our plan was and then what actually happened. If free will wasn't real, that wouldn't happen. We wouldn't have this awareness that sometimes we're missing out on something that we're supposed to be doing. Because if we didn't have free will, we would have just always done what we were supposed to do. And how is there any learning with that? And so you go deeper into detachment and realizing that detachment is more about surrendering control than it is trying to escape experience. And that's a really key distinction that's coming up, you guys, in the collective. I know sometimes I go on these tangents, but I promise they're for a purpose. I promise they're for a reason. And so it's kind of that same deal again, where I was saying before, observer versus weaver. Are you one? Are you the other? Or are you both? And so as you are starting to recognize that through your greater intensity for detachment, your greater desire for surrender, that is actually equivalent to a call to service. A lot of you have been getting inspired with ideas of what you want to contribute next. And all of those inspirations are finding you for a reason. So after that stage of wishing to leave the experience entirely, there comes a point where that detachment changes the way you see how learning takes place here. And so a lot of you are actually coming to a place where you're learning, or you're in the middle of a training period of your life of learning how to feel safe again, experiencing and fully being present in that. So as you start to learn how to lean in, as you learn how to take that detachment and let that be your surrender to how things come about, you open yourself up to the possibility of creating in new ways where you actually start to find your sense of empowerment, because your empowerment, when you are looking at the lens of through the lens of detachment and separation and trying to disconnect from everything, that is where you recognize that a free will decision took place in order to give you that experience of feeling disconnected. Not that you were ever actually separate, but you had a desire to separate. And so the free will laws of the universe shifted your reality to help you really see what that would be like. Clear vision, it sounds like you're in the right place then. That you were brought to this life for a reason. Welcome. Hey, Ari. Christina, hello. Joel, hello. BK, hello. So, where you're starting to recognize that complete detachment is not the same as disconnecting, you're feeling safe in that discernment and recognizing that those are different things. Detachment means letting go of control. Disconnecting is pushing away experience, whatever that experience is, positive, negative, neutral. You, collective, in this Mercury retrograde, it has been like the energetic war of wars on your past. Okay. It has been one of the deepest calls you've had yet to letting go of who you used to be and what used to work for you. And in realizing that you actually have been seeking connection, you're starting to reemerge into reality in a different way. So for those of you who've been having that, oh, spirit, that's funny. Um, like this, the way they're saying it is like a come to Jesus kind of moment, like a come to the divine kind of moment where it's just a holy shit, it all clicks. You're starting to have this awareness of how connecting to that, connecting to your personal understanding of source and rediscovering your own sense of personal power through that connection is giving you another chance. Redos, do-overs have been a very, 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 very powerful message in the collective right now. The opportunity, the invitation to try again. Now, for some of you, I was picking up earlier that this has to do with some Saturn placements or Saturn situations in your life. How do you say? Like certain aspects, thank you. Aspects with Saturn in your chart right now. Saturn gets such a bad rap, okay? Saturn gets the worst rap. They're like, "Oh my god, burden, karma, low vibrational 3D." No, no, no. 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 Saturn is actually about realism. Where you think about Neptune as a really dreamy, dreamy, dreamy energy, and Jupiter as a very lucky, like forward thinking, um, blissful kind of energy. Saturn is like, okay, well, how do we make this real? So when your alignment with Saturn is really favorable, you start to feel comfortable figuring out how to change the practical things in your life so that they support 2222. Can't even make it up. So they support the the things you're trying to create. Saturn is like the tough love of how you actually get into alignment. It's helping you understand what really has been holding you back. It's not just about karma slapping you. Like it's not just about that, okay? There's a there's a grounded practicality that comes with making your dreams come true. And for those of you in this season of rediscovering 3D reality, after that stage of serious disconnect, of serious detachment and elevation, you're realizing the purpose of why being grounded in the 3D matters. Because not everyone on earth gets to have those experiences to see what detachment is, to really feel the presence of the divine, like holding you like you're wrapped in a warm freaking blanket. That is a very special thing that some people might only experience once in their life, but not you, light worker. You see things differently. You have been so willing to surrender, so willing to trust the journey, even in those stages of detachment, that you're actually getting comfortable living in the 3D now. Because you're understanding that your purpose here is to be here, to lean in, to explore, to try and try and try again. And yes, you are always connected. Yes, we are all one. Always. And yet, your free will decisions, your belief system, gives you the ability to perceive different types of experiences. And that's really where, if I was going to go there, this whole conversation would shift to how the Matrix is like a video game. But a lot of you guys, you know how that goes. You get it. You didn't always believe in your ability to redefine some of those ideas, redefine some of those beliefs or those terms. What this season, moving forward, will be teaching you is how you're actually going to hack your universe to show you everything you've ever wanted. And I did say your universe on purpose. Yes, there is a collective sphere where we all interexist and co-create. But your reality is your reality. And giving yourself this permission to create freely, to really explore, is how you inspire. Your willingness to try and try and try again. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Julia Rose. I'm a psychic medium, Reiki energy healer. I was about to say something snarky, but I kept my mouth shut. But if you're just tuning into this message now, I'm going to ask you to go back and listen to this from the beginning, okay? Because, yes, those final conclusions were important, but understanding things in succession is also really going to help. And that's the way of shadow work, right? You got to be here now, but then we look back and it's like, oh, it makes sense now. I'm getting another download. I was not expecting the new moon in Pisces to get so philosophical on us. But okay. Okay. Can't even make that up. On the bottom of the deck, we have Get Curious. And that's whatever bird you think it is. And then that to me looks like it's the brain stem. That looks like the brain, and that looks like the nerves, the vagus nerve on the back of the neck. Get curious. Your whole body is getting massive upgrades right now, especially if you've been doing a lot of cleansing work. Again, coming through that the need for karmic completion is intense at this time. So if you've been feeling like you're really struggling with certain things karmically that you know have kind of outlasted their expiration date, that you're like, that should have been done by now, book a session with me and I'll help you get that cleared up, okay? You can do one of two things. You can book a Reiki session with me, or you can do the Akashic record reading and healing. Okay? Yeah, a lot of people losing weight in this energy, for sure. Absolutely. If you want to book a one-on-one session with me, the link's in the description box below. Just going to encourage you to double check the time zone that you're booking in. I'm in Eastern Standard Time, so make sure that when you hit the calendar page that you're changing the calendar to reflect your time zone. What else do you need to know? Thanks, Ari, for dropping my website in the live chat. Okay, Spirit. Switching gears here. Still channeling the energy of the new moon in Pisces. What else do you need to know? Okay, that's probably super loud. Hold on. Yep, seeing Justice as I'm shuffling. Seeing the Ace of Wands as I'm shuffling. Ooh, so much karmic completion. You could be seeing 1010, 444, or 1044. Also 144. This is the 10 of Wands. Oh, Isabel, and I've already been channeling for like 6 hours today. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. I love you too, my dear. Mystic. Yes, this is also why you guys are called really to the esoteric and the energetic side of things, because you look for ways to integrate perspectives. You look for ways to integrate and clarify perspective. You're not looking for the only way that's the right way. You're looking to expand your consciousness to include higher, deeper truths that allow you to encapsulate more of the whole. And naturally, as you go deeper into your shadow work, you're going to be able to hold space for more of the duality, more of the clarity that comes with, or yes, recognizing reality in new ways. So the 10 of Wands, all of that karmic closure that your soul is begging for, okay? Some of you are a light in a very dark space right now. And you've been placed in certain situations to be, you've been placed to be a light. You've been placed to be a light in dark spaces. Okay. Yes, 999 has also been really, really loud, speaking to the closure. Speaking to the closure. There was another number that someone mentioned here, the 7s. Yeah, we're not quite there in the message yet, but I will get there. You could be seeing 777 as well. 711, 911, 511, 411, any number, and then 11, 10, 11. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Yeah, your heart, you're letting go of this karmic baggage, you guys, so that you can carry more light and you can enjoy more in your reality. Cole, welcome in. Chris, hello. Amma, hello. That's also why some of you guys, your head has been hurting a lot, because your neurochemistry is shifting. Literally, when you guys, Like, it's not just the energy. Like, it's not just light codes that are coming in, okay? It's not just you get a message, you get a download, you integrate information. That information is energetic coding that changes your literal cellular frequency. It changes how your body processes vibration. Like, it is integrated at every level of your experience, down to the DNA in your bones. Yeah, the headaches have been all of these activations trying to come through. Rest and meditate. Rest and meditate so you can receive. But also, if you've been a little, we'll say, I want to say wobbly, but if it's been wonky with the shift in your sleep, the shift in your dietary changes, and some of you, the changes in the drinks that you've been having, eat more fruit, drink more orange juice. That's going to really help you right now. Light codes in fruit are really going to help you. Hearing someone starting a garden. Cool. Congrats. Mm-hmm. Here's that 1111 card, right? Four of Wands. You're expanding your ability to hold joy, your ability to hold excitement and wonder for the unknown. Expanding. Mm-hmm. What else do you need to know with this new moon in Pisces? Oh, I'm so excited for some of the other messages that I'm going to be bringing through for you guys, closing out the month of March. Just so excited. Stay tuned for astrological sign check-ins. Those are going to be happening next week. Those are going to be uploads, so you can skip easily and you don't have to sit here and wait for your turn. Then I'm going to be doing April predictions over on Patreon. Really excited for that. I'm going to be doing a Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine check-in soon. I don't know if Spirit wants that on a live yet, so we'll see, but just stay tuned. If you guys are wanting to stay up to date on when I upload videos and when I go live, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. I'm really happy you're here, and I would love it if you stuck around. So, yes, a lot of you guys could be called to baths as well, salt baths. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just a reminder also that not every interference or delay is demonic. Just want to throw that out there. It's not all negative. It's not all horrible. Okay? Especially with the energy that gets channeled sometimes, especially with the things that your team needs you to do. Sometimes it's about redirecting. Okay? And it's about alignment. I would tell you if it was different. As someone who depossesses people, I would tell you if it was different. Okay? You gotta believe me. So, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, wow. So these two come together. I'm just seeing that one of your guides, like if you think about this, where am I? This Four of Wands here, if you think about this as kind of like a tent, and you have four different spirit guides that are expanding, like in each direction to expand the container, that's happening at a very methodical, meticulous pace. Okay. Because you are being, and you might feel like, oh my God, this is going so slow. Oh my God, this is not happening the way I wanted it to. Oh my God, it's not happening fast enough because it's not happening right now. Well, just go back and listen to everything else that I just said at the start of this message because we were talking about detachment, honey. But, anyways, the reason this is happening so slowly is because it's actually happening way faster than you realize. And what do we mean? You are being stretched intentionally so that it's not like a rubber band and you snap back. It's happening because your container is evolving and remolding itself. And so you think about it, if you pull a rubber band too fast, it either breaks or it claps back and it hurts you. Okay? Your guides are moving meticulously and intentionally. They are moving so intentionally with your expansion right now because they want nothing stopping you from moving forward and they don't want you going back. So if it's going slow, it's not because they hate you. It's not because you're doing something wrong. It's not because you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing. It's because spirit wants the past to not be an obstacle of the future. Yes, but also that they don't want the path to be so tumultuous that you run in the other direction. Yes, time probably doesn't seem to act like it used to because your consciousness is evolving. Your consciousness is evolving. Well, we keep it real here, so welcome in. Welcome to the collective, Isabel. Folks that have been here for a minute, can we give a shout out to all the new folks? If you're new here, tell us hello so we can give you a warm welcome. You're welcome, Amber. And I'm sure your guides have been telling you the same thing. T. Williams, hello. You're welcome. Believe me, honey, I am. More than makes most people comfortable. So, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There's selenite. Dina, hello. Desiree, hello. Didn't I tell you I saw justice when I was shuffling? Here it is again. Destiny, welcome in. Ooh. Some of you guys might be going through a Kundalini rise soon, or you just did. Or option number 3, you've been in the middle of one for a really long time, except your Kundalini keeps hitting up against a particular chakra that you're not quite ready to look at. So if you feel like you've been in the middle of a Kundalini rise and you're like, something almost happened, but no, it's because a little more shadow work is required. And if you need help going through the processing of some of that, please book a one-on-one session with me because I would love to help walk you through that. And I promise it's not as scary as it feels. Okay. The link is in the description box to book on my website with me. And my mods are so amazing. Shout out to Lisa and Ari here in the house tonight that are helping keep everyone feeling safe and supported, and also dropping my links as well in the live chat for you. So, Justice is here to say, hey, your guides, you might be getting the message of like, do you get it yet? Do you get it yet? Your guides might be kind of, what's the word? What is it? Thank you. Thank you. Yanking your chain. They're like yanking your chain or pulling your leg. That was the one that was trying to come through, but it was not. I did not hear it correctly. They're like pulling your leg a little bit here with this energy. They're trying to say, "Hey, one, lighten up, but also, do you get it yet? Do you get how far you've come?" Yeah, and if you'd rather not do a one-on-one and you'd rather dive deep into a carefully pre-planned course for your shadow work, sign up for my Shadow Work Bootcamp. It's 6 weeks, self-paced. You get meditations, you get affirmations to work with, you get a workbook to track your progress. I already dropped that link. It's $30, literally. It's amazing. It is amazing. People have been telling me they get so much out of it. One person overcame an addiction that they've struggled with for over 20 years. Another person completely freed themselves of social anxiety. Another person healed codependency. Another person was able to start a business. And another person was able to finally set boundaries with their family. So, those are the things that people have told me. If you want to go deeper, if you want to hear from my folks in the collective who've been here for a while, I'm sure they'd be happy to connect you to some information. So, here we go. Okay, Spirit. I know. Oh my gosh. This energy has me parched. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait. Did I mention the song yet, you guys? Did I mention the song? Those of you who've been with me since the start of this message, did I mention the song yet? Just remember, like with everything in life, put in what you want to receive. Okay, did I talk? No, I didn't talk about the song yet? Okay. You guys know it, Tame Impala? Sorry, my old self is like making me chuckle a little bit. My younger selves make me chuckle, and I love them dearly. You guys know Tame Impala? There's a song called New Person, Same Old Mistakes. And the lyrics are, it's kind of a haunting melody, okay? And once they finally reach the chorus, there's this beautiful excitement of like, oh my God, finally made it, finally did it. How amazing. I feel like I finally crossed over that threshold. And I'm a brand new person. I love my life. I'm so excited. I feel like I'm starting again. And then right under that and overlapping in a very like quiet, ominous way is the subconscious. It's another vocalist going like, you're going to make the same old mistakes. Stop before you make a fool out of yourself. Why are you even bothering to change? There's no point because it's never going to stick. And that song was coming through as a message for you guys. Yeah. It's very intense, very intense. And so you're starting to understand that that voice is not a voice that you have to pay attention to. The one that tells you, F you for trying to change. That tries to tell you that you're a horrible person because you've had to separate from people that you love in order to prioritize your health and well-being. That you've had to sacrifice a lot to trust your intuition and to give your heart to God. Mhm. That there's a part of you, or maybe it's a part of you that fears it's what other people say about how much you've changed, how much you plan to. Hmm? We know here the work is never done, but we're just learning how to enjoy it a little more. Hmm. I feel like I'm only going backwards as a song. Sean, I love that you know Tame Impala. That makes me so happy. That's the song you keep hearing by them? Yeah. Earlier I was like, "Wait, is it Glass Animals?" And then I was like, "No, it's not." But really my old self was calling. She was like, "Hello?" Anyways, so there's a there's a shift taking place for you as you're releasing this karma. A lot of you are going to be releasing chains of doubt. Ooh, holy. Releasing chains of doubt. And doesn't that just fit so perfectly for those of you who've been catching my recent lives? Doesn't that just fit with everything we've been talking about? Breaking out of the twin flame karmic dynamics, which don't necessarily have to be playing out with twin flames, but they can be. Those are usually those are the romantic connections, but those dynamics occur across connections. Then there's the message for the generational curse breakers. Wow. Mhm. You are learning the strength of your own resilience, collective. That it doesn't matter how hard you feel like you got knocked off course because you strive to bring yourself back into alignment. And it feels like if that's already something you feel that you've been mastering well, the song, I got you guys. So if you've been on this path where you've been feeling like, yeah, I'm actually really good at regulating my highs and lows right now, able to flow and balance with them, you're welcome. Able to flow and balance through them. That your highs are higher and your lows are not that low anymore. Or you get the sense that it doesn't reach you the same way it used to. Mhm. You're going to be entering a season of relentless belief in yourself. And I want to be clear, that's happening if you've been on the journey of relentlessly cutting cords, relentlessly closing old contracts, relentlessly fighting against the chains that hold you back. And if you are still in that journey where you feel like you're still tussling with some stuff, then you know what you have to look forward to, which is relentless self empowerment. How do I do a karmic release? Well, one really amazing way to do that is book a session with me because I have the ability to channel a lot of energy for you, a lot of energy for you. And you guys here already know my style. I like to clue you in. I like to give you a clue on how to do these things. Uh, I wouldn't say I'm a teacher, but I like to share the things that I learn and make it simple for other people to understand. And to also reflect with you guys that you are also going like, you're not alone in the things that you've been discovering. There's lots of reasons that I started my channel, and those are some of them. So if you want to book a karmic release, I'm gonna have to. Okay, it's so interesting because it's a new offering that Spirit has having me like curate, but the best way to do that is through the Akashic record healing and clearing, or reading and clearing, because we're going to go in and we're going to look at the soul level of what's taking place and what the actual contracts are with you and these people. That said, if you book, okay, it just really depends, because some of you guys are going to need more time to do that. Others of you are going to need a different approach to doing that. Okay? If you're really unsure, but you're ready and you need help to overcome some of these karmic blocks that you haven't been able to find the the release button, just reach out to me, okay? You can contact me on my contact page on my website, and that goes straight to my inbox. But if you take a little peruse through my website, you'll see that I offer a lot of different entry points for healing different types of things. So if you haven't had a chance yet and you're new here, welcome. Welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Welcome to our collective. Amazing. I'm Julia Rose. And yeah, just take a look. Just take a look. All right. We're closing up some of these messages here. And yeah, you asked about the karmic release. That would be the Akashic record reading. Again, a karmic release can happen in a past life regression. It can happen in a Reiki session, but this is the deep shift that you're looking for. That's the Akashic record reading. Okay, because I also do a clearing. It's intense, man. Here we go. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. The Emperor. That's a whole reading by itself. But we also have the Page of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Wow. Page of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Page of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. I'm loving all this fiery energy here. We're about to start Aries season. Love that for you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's the Emperor is Aries energy. Wow. This is a season of identity shifts. This is a season of aligning who you believe yourself to be with the things that you want. This is a season of rising above the things that have held you back. This is a season of believing in your inspiration. Get ready to receive big blessings, you guys. Some of you, you've reached a point where you're ready to receive a certain karmic inheritance because of the blocks that you've lifted, the narratives that you've changed in your life. That's what Spirit is saying. Some of you guys would really benefit from an inner child meditation where you go back to the versions of yourself that you struggle with accepting the most and really leveling with them to see what it's going to take for you to find compassion in your heart for the versions of you that have been most difficult to process. and integrate. It might be a meditation you do more than once. Might be a meditation you do more than once, but it'll happen as many times as you need to get all of you on board. Mhm. If you guys wanna join me over on Patreon, I do guided meditations every week on Zoom. I'd love to have you over there for that. I also do exclusive videos over there too, channeling sessions, energy sessions, card pulls, predictions. Hmm. Links in the description box and in the chat. Ooh. Ooh, wow. Your definite spirit just gave me this download for you. Your definition of safety is getting an upgrade. Your definition of safety is getting an upgrade. That is huge. That is huge. Spirit, I feel like that's the message. I feel like we're close to closing this out here. What do you need to know? Any last messages for this new moon in Pisces? Mm. Higher perspective. Higher perspective. Higher perspective. Mhm. You are rising above, you are integrating, but also I love the way these angel wings here, it's giving an energy of temperance. Like you're just surrendering so much. That's also saying 444 that you are trusting your spirit team to guide you even if you don't always understand why they're redirecting you in certain situations. Mhm. You trust that they can see what you cannot. Some of you, that's been a really, really hard thing to embody that knowledge. Trusting in higher eyes. Trusting in higher eyes. Not encouraging substance use. I meant your spirit team. Some of the things that help you quote unquote open your mind right now, you guys are you're gonna soon vibrate past these things. We have the warrior. Ooh, I'm loving this Aries, like this relentless Aries energy is just changing things so much for you. Some of you might benefit from sitting in meditation to ask your spirit team how to best work with the collective energies right now to empower you moving forward. Stop. Stop. That's it. That's it. Stop it. Ascension and surrender. Ascension and surrender. That's the freaking message. That's the message. Wow, you guys. Because that's exactly where we started, isn't it? Full circle. Full circle. On the bottom of the deck. Overcoming the void. Mhm. Beautiful. Beautiful. Mhm. Isn't it, Ari? Surrender is always the answer, isn't it? Mhm. Alright, beautiful people. I'll see you soon. If I don't see you before Saturday, I will see you Saturday evening for live. Okay? And again, if you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy you clicked on this video and that you stuck with me. I appreciate you, and I'm so happy that you're here. If you'd like to stick around for the vibes, for the messages, for the healing, that's most important. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date as to when I post, when I set lives, and when I go live. All right, beautiful people. And whenever you watch this message, I pray you have a beautiful day, night, evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. And I will see you in the next one. Good night, everyone. See you soon.